So, if you haven't heard of Bluelock, the characters are thrown into an intense program designed to create the ultimate striker. And one thing becomes clear from the start: ego is everything. But let's take a moment to clarify what ego really means here. Ego in its simplest form is your sense of self-worth. Too much of it can lead to arrogance and negative behavior, but the right amount, focused inward, can be your greatest asset. When I say ego, I'm not talking about putting others down or being disrespectful. It's not about trash-talking teammates or acting like you're better than everyone else. This kind of attitude destroys teams and ruins opportunities. Instead, I'm talking about inner belief, the kind of mindset where in your head you say, I don't care if you think I'm trash, I'm here to prove myself. You don't have to vocalize it, you just carry it in how you play. It's about being selfish in a way that builds confidence and not arrogance. This philosophy doesn't just exist in anime, it reflects real football. Imagine the careers of Cristiano Ronaldo, Kevin De Bruyne or Lionel Messi. These players didn't reach the pinnacle by playing it safe. They took risks, failed, and tried again. If you want to stand out and make it to the next level, you have to adopt a fearless mentality. This might be uncomfortable to hear, but being selfish in the right way is essential. One of the most significant consequences of avoiding risks is stagnation. In football, opportunities don't wait for you. Players like Ronaldo didn't become the highest goal scorer in history by only taking easy shots. He's taken over 1,000 shots in the Champions League, with a conversion rate of around 10%. That means 90% of the time his attempts didn't go in, but he kept shooting because he understood that taking risks leads to rewards. Similarly, Kevin De Bruyne is widely regarded as one of the best playmakers in the game, but his success is built on bold passes. He takes chances others wouldn't dare, threading the ball through tight spaces, switching play with precision, and attempting audacious crosses. Sure, he loses possession sometimes, but without those risks his creativity wouldn't shine, and Man City wouldn't be the same. By contrast, players who avoid risks fade into the background. They're reliable but not game changers. Scouts and coaches don't remember the safe passes, they remember the players who are willing to try, fail, and try again. Let's talk about mentality. A fearless mindset isn't just about being aggressive, it's about not caring what others think. In Bluelock, players like Baru and Rin are unapologetic in the pursuit of greatness. Baru is obsessed with being the king of the field, and his selfishness often pushes his team to victory, while Rin's ego and determination to be the best forces around him to level up. In the real world, the same applies. Footballers often hold back because they're afraid of criticism. You might worry that your teammates will think you're arrogant or that the crowd will groan when you lose the ball, but here's the truth. Those who succeed don't let fear dictate their decisions. Ronaldo has been booed by fans, Messi has missed penalties in crucial moments, and De Bruyne has misplaced key passes. None of it stopped them. Every great player develops a short memory for mistakes. If you miss a shot or lose the ball, move on and attack the next opportunity with the same confidence. Dwelling on mistakes doesn't just hurt you, it gives your opponents an advantage. If you've ticked off the basics, your fitness, technique and technical understanding, and still struggle to perform, the problem isn't your ability, it's your mentality. And the good news, you can train your mind just like you train your body. Start by learning to not care what others think. This isn't easy, especially if you're worried about your teammates' opinions or the crowd's reactions. But the reality is, every great player has faced criticism. What sets them apart is the ability to move on and attack the next opportunity with the same confidence. Next, focus on controllable goals. Instead of obsessing over outcomes, like scoring a goal or keeping a clean sheet, shift your focus to things within your control. For example, for attackers, aim to take a certain number of shots per game, regardless of whether they result in goals. For midfielders, focus on completing a specific number of key passes or switching play more often. For defenders, commit to communicating more with teammates or making a set number of clearances. These process-driven goals not only build confidence, but also free you from the pressure of perfection. And as you succeed in hitting these smaller, controllable targets, your self-belief will grow naturally. Another key is to find joy in your game. It's easy to get caught up in the pressure of performing, but football is meant to be enjoyed. Spend time honing skills you love, celebrate small wins, and keep a positive attitude on and off the pitch. When you're having fun, confidence follows. But remember, risk-taking has to be earned. You can't expect to dominate if you haven't put in the work. This is common for every sport in the world. If you're skipping training or shying away from tough drills, you haven't earned the right to be selfish. But if you're grinding every day, working on your technique, fitness, and mentality, you owe it to yourself and your team to take those risks. So to all the young footballers watching, don't let fear hold you back. Be the player who stands out, who takes responsibility, and who believes in their ability to shape the game. If you're putting in the work, you've earned the right to be aggressive. Let me know your thoughts about this topic in the comments, and if you're still figuring out how to stand out, check out my other videos for practical tips. As always, keep working hard and enjoy the beautiful game.